Hello everyone and welcome to PTW Wrestlemania 3. This is perhaps the biggest show we have ever done. The crowd here is packed and excited, and we have a stacked card here tonight for what could potentially serve as the swan song for PTW. But a huge show. It's WrestleMania. It's finally here, and I'm excited. Let's get it started. And what better way to kick off WrestleMania 3 than with the man who main evented our first WrestleMania, Randy Orton. The Viper is one of the most decorated wrestlers in the history of PTW, and he is not alone tonight. Joined at the hip by Bobby the Brain Heenan and the rest of the Heenan family, Wade Barrett and the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre. The Heenan family has been terrorizing the Blue Brand Breakdown ever since their formation. One of their other members, the Intercontinental Champion Andrade, will be in action later on tonight. But we open the show with these three men: Randy Orton, Wade Barrett, and the newly acquired Drew McIntyre, who joined the group by turning on his opponents tonight. And here is the show-off, Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler, he's been one of the many subject to the Heenan family's attacks, and he's not alone. Ziggler is joined by the man who has been leading the charge against the Heenan family, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody has been feuding with the Heenan family since around their formation at the Royal Rumble, and we'll see who the third man is. Who on earth has Cody Rhodes found for a third partner? He's found no other than his own brother, the Natural, Dustin Rhodes. Cody said he was trying to stop the Heenan family, who were doing this for money, doing this for accolades. Cody, he wants to do this for the love of the game. Cody Rhodes wants to preserve wrestling, and to do that, he has to look no further than his own family and their historic lineage, going to his own brother, the Natural, Dustin Rhodes. And now, the first match of WrestleMania 3 set to get underway, starting with two men from the beginning. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, they lock up center of the ring. Orton now with the uppercut to Cody, and he wants more, egging him on. They lock up once again. Cody shoves him away, and the arm drag from the American Nightmare. Now both men on their feet. Orton gets the waist lock. Cody smacks the hands away. Orton ducks a clothesline, kick to the gut. Cody, though, with a rolling elbow right there. Now on the ropes, Irish whip reversed. Cody ducks the clothesline, goes off the ropes. Orton was looking for the scoop slam. Cody saw it coming. Now he rolls him up. The cover. Orton kicks out. And now Randy Orton with a big clothesline. The Viper striking early on as Bobby Heenan shouting instructions from the outside. And now Orton picking up Cody Rhodes, Cody, though, responds with a big drop kick. Now Cody in control, ducks the clothesline, and he makes the tag. Dustin Rhodes is now the legal man, the brother of Cody Rhodes, the mystery third man. And now he's staring down Orton, and Orton with a slap right to the face, and Rhodes is not going to take that. Dustin going right after Randy Orton, the Irish whip. Orton off the ropes, Dustin drops down and gets him right there with the uppercut. Back like he never left. Dustin Rhodes looking for the suplex. Orton, though, turns it around in a suplex of his own. Dustin Rhodes, he had that adrenaline rush early on, but the Heenan family gonna try to quell that momentum. Stop the crowd from getting behind him as Wade Barrett, now the legal man, but Dustin ducks the punch, drops down a punch of his own, and the belly-to-back suplex. Dustin Rhodes regaining momentum here as he makes the tag for Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler now is legal, former Intercontinental Champion, grabbing Wade Barrett, looking for the neck breaker. Barrett shoves him away, right to the ropes. Ziggler, though, caught him with a kick, looks for the DDT. Barrett, though, catches him out, and what power, followed up with the huge big boot. The bare-knuckle brawler from England, Wade Barrett, putting his power on display. And speaking of power, now the legal man, the Scottish warrior Drew McIntyre, bringing Ziggler right into the corner, and a huge belly-to-belly suplex from McIntyre. McIntyre got the offer to join the Heenan family, and we thought he was going to refuse and align with Cody, but instead, we know where his loyalties lie now as he hits that big spine buster. McIntyre claiming he joined the Heenan family for better opportunities, better money, all of that stuff, as now Ziggler makes the tag to Dustin Rhodes as Orton's legal. Dustin blocks a punch, going right after him, drops down for the punch. Orton avoids it, looking for the knee drop. Dustin rolls out of the way, though. Both these men had each other scouted, and now Dustin the atomic drop. And now, the natural going up on the second rope, and Orton catches him right into the backbreaker. That has gotta hurt the spine of Dustin Rhodes. But he does kick out of that pin attempt from Orton. But the Viper now in control. What could he be looking for here? Picking up Dustin, bringing him over to the ropes. You know what this means, looking for that DDT. McIntyre makes a tag. Dustin, though, gets out of it and throws Randy over the top. Orton, though, staying on the apron. And now McIntyre, the Glasgow Kiss. Orton snaps his neck on the ropes and right into the Future Shock DDT from Drew McIntyre. Hooks the outside leg for the cover, and it's broken up by Cody. Cody makes the save, but now there's Orton. Orton grabbing Cody, but now Dolph Ziggler getting involved. Everyone brawling here on the outside as there's Wade Barrett. The Heenan family going after Dolph Ziggler. Meanwhile, Cody Rhodes back to his feet. And Cody is climbing Cody Rhodes up from the top. And the moonsault! Huge moonsault from Cody Rhodes, laying out Orton and Barrett. And that right there is the stuff you need to do to win at WrestleMania. You need to be willing to take that step, take that risk. And that is what the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes is all about. Meanwhile, though, back in the ring, McIntyre looking to put things away with the Claymore kick. Dustin's all alone, looking for the Claymore. Dustin avoids it, and now Dustin, the final cut. He hit it. We could have the win here. Dustin Rhodes with the upset. No. McIntyre gets his shoulder up. I thought the veteran Dustin Rhodes could have had him right there. I honestly thought it was over, ladies and gentlemen. But now, Dolph Ziggler back for the tag. And look at Dustin! Canadian Destroyer from Dustin Rhodes. And the famouser from Ziggler. The cover. It's broken up. Dustin Rhodes, a man that age, pulling out a Canadian destroyer. And now McIntyre and Ziggler, they're both inching, clawing to the corner to make the tag. Cody and Orton now legal. Cody ducks a clothesline and the disaster kick. It comes back down to Cody and Orton, like I think we all knew it would. Looking for the crossroads. Orton the RKO. No, Cody. And the Cody cutter. He hits it. These two men, been in PTW since the beginning. They know each other so well. Know all each other's moves, all each other's counters. Now Cody looking to finish it with the jab. Another looking for the bionic elbow. Orton though, a poke to the eyes. And the RKO. RKO by Orton. Cody looking to pay tribute to Dustin Rhodes. And now, speaking of, well, Dustin Rhodes tried to get involved, Barrett with the bullhammer. And now Ziggler with a zigzag. Everyone is getting laid out here. And Orton with the RKO. Dropping Ziggler right on his neck. And now Randy Orton might have the opening for the cover, for the win. No! Cody gets the shoulder up. After all of those big moves, I think that might have given Cody the time to recover. But now, everyone is laid out, and Orton makes the tag to a fresh Drew McIntyre. And now Cody Rhodes is left alone, with nowhere to go, no one to turn to, staring down the face of a Claymore kick from Drew McIntyre, and he hits it. Claymore from McIntyre. And the cover hooks both legs, and that will do it. Drew McIntyre, with the Claymore kick, picks up the win for the Heenan family. And Bobby Heenan certainly showing his appreciation for the Scottish Warrior. Cody, Dustin, and Dolph put up a valiant effort, but in the end, it is the Heenan family who prevail. Drew McIntyre with the Claymore kick sends his team home with the victory. We'll see if Andrade can continue the win streak for the Heenan family later on tonight when he defends his Intercontinental title. But ladies and gentlemen, up next, we have a huge match between the Big Red Monster Kane and the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe. And here is the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe. Ever since losing the World Heavyweight Championship, Joe has been on a path of destruction to get it back. Samoa Joe says he will go through anyone, through whatever it takes. And obviously that includes the Big Red Monster Kane. Samoa Joe is not afraid of Kane, and he plans to try to stop the monster right here and now at WrestleMania 3. We will see if he can be true to his word. And here is the Big Red Monster, the Demon, Kane. Ever since Kane's return to PTW, he has been on a warpath, going after the Revival, going after the Hardy Boys, and now going after Samoa Joe, or should I say, Samoa Joe has been the one going after him, and I don't know if that is a fight you want to pick. We know that Kane has been destructive in the past, but on this one, it feels like it has been tenfold. Kane has been more vicious, more aggressive, more powerful than I think we have ever seen him here in PTW. As now, this match starts to get underway and Joe's going right after Kane. Joe going right after Kane with the punches to the ropes now. And now Samoa Joe sending the big red monster over the top to the outside. Samoa Joe coming out firing as he runs the ropes and the suicide dive. Tope suicida from the Samoan submission machine. Samoa Joe coming out like a house of fire against the big red machine, and he's not done. Joe now picking up Kane, sending him right into those steel steps. Samoa Joe getting the upper hand early on in this matchup, and that's what you gotta do against an opponent like Kane. Now in the ring, Joe with a jab, another, and now the headlock takedown, and now to those punches from Joe. Now Samoa Joe in control as he hits Kane with the kick there. Kick right to the head. Samoa Joe now running off the ropes. But now Kane recovers with the big boot. And it just takes one from the big red machine. And Kane is back in control of this matchup. All those strikes from Joe, just one boot from Kane. Now he hits the uppercut. And now Kane just choking out Joe against the ropes. And now Kane the Irish whip. Joe goes off the ropes. And Kane now with the sidewalk slam. The big red machine quickly taking control of this match. Joe now trying to get back to his feet in the corner. But Kane now is on the prowl and going right after Joe, and now Kane just choking him out. The hand right on the throat of Samoa Joe. Joe though gonna push him away, and now he caught him with the elbow. And now Samoa Joe, those chops right to the chest. Now, Joe looking for a belly-to-belly suplex. He can't lift Kane though, and Kane now with the DDT. Big DDT from Kane, now in for the cover. Joe gets the shoulder up. But now there's Kane, right back on the throat, right back to choking out. Samoa Joe got the hand right over the mouth there, trying to cut off his breathing. But now Joe turns it around, and Samoa Joe now with the STF. Joe now the STF locked in on Kane. Kane trying to crawl his way to the ropes, and he gets there. Kane, you see his fingertips just able to get to that bottom rope. But Samoa Joe, he's got to stay on the attack here on the big red monster, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Joe now the Irish whip. Kane goes off the ropes. Now Joe ducks the clothesline, and now there's Joe. Caught him right on the ear with the enziguri. Now Samoa Joe, German suplex. Joe got him up that time and dropped him down with the huge German, and he's fired up. Samoa Joe now has him, and now with the half dragon suplex there. The dragon suplex from Joe, now in for the cover, hooks the leg, and Kane gets the shoulder up. But Samoa Joe, he is now fired up after getting Kane up for those suplexes. And what could he be looking for here? Kane now crawling his way over to the corner. Samoa Joe for the hip attack. Kane avoids it. And now Kane scooping him up and the power slam. power slam from the Big Red Machine. And that may have given him a moment to recover, but now Kane climbing up to the top rope. That's a big man up there. Kane off the top, and Samoa Joe just casually walks out of the way, and Kane crashes and burns. And now the Uranagi from Joe. Samoa Joe now in for the cover, and Kane kicks out. Samoa Joe now doing everything he can to try to conquer the Big Red Monster. Now, here's Joe looking for the coquina clutch, and he's got it. He's got the clutch. Kane, though, elbows out, now looking for the choke slam. Joe, though, punches, and now Joe, he's trying for the power bomb. Kane, though, a choke slam, but now Joe, this time he's got him up. Joe has Kane up for the power bomb, and he hits it, and right into the Boston Crab. The Boston Crab locked in on Kane. Joe has those long legs of Kane trapped in the submission, but Kane now, with the power, throws Joe off. And now Kane picks him up, and he scoops him for the Tombstone Piledriver. Joe, though, gets out of it, and right back into the coquina clutch. The coquina clutch locked in on Kane. And if Joe gets this fully locked in, there's no getting out. Kane tries to throw him off. He tries to throw him off, but Joe hangs on. Joe hangs on to the clutch. He has it locked in, choking the life out of Kane. Kane trying to reach for the ropes, but Joe now traps the arm. Joe traps the arm. Kane trying to reach with the other arm, but Joe traps that one. Joe doing everything he can to prevent Kane from getting the ropes. Kane now reaching with his leg, and Joe stopping that as well. Tying up every limb he can, trying to force Kane to tap. But now Kane rolling his way back to the center of the ring. Joe on his back now, but Kane pulls him in for the Tombstone, and he hits it. Tombstone Piledriver. But Kane can't get to the cover. So much was choked out of him in the clutch. Now he finally does get on the cover. Samoa Joe, though, able to get the shoulder up. Kane had so much choked out of him in that coquina clutch that he could not get to the cover soon enough. Almost like the Tombstone was an act of desperation from Kane. And he just couldn't get to the cover in time. But now he's picking up Joe, trying to put it away, but Joe now with a big punch. Kane, though, with an uppercut. These two trading shots here as Joe with a big chop. Kane a clothesline. Joe stays on his feet. And Joe now comes back with a huge lariat. These two are laying it all out there. Joe the Irish Whip. But now Kane. A huge big boot to Samoa Joe. He drops him, and now Kane's got him with the choke slam. Choke slam from Kane. That can do it for the cover. Joe kicks out. Samoa Joe kicks out of the choke slam, and I thought that final flurry from both men would have been the finisher, but Samoa Joe keeps on fighting. He won't stay down. And now Kane picking him back up. Kane trying to put it away with the Tombstone. Joe, though, gets out of it, throws him in the corner. And now Samoa Joe picking up Kane. Joe now looking to finish it, looking for the muscle buster. Can he get him up? He does. He has Kane up on the shoulders. Kane, though, gets out of it, and Kane has him. Tombstone Piledriver, the cover. And Kane does it. Samoa Joe put up one hell of an effort, but in the end he could not overcome the Big Red Machine, Kane. Kane again putting on display the destruction, the aggression, the power that he is capable of on the biggest stage of WrestleMania. But ladies and gentlemen, up next, the United States Championship Triple Threat match, Roman Reigns defends against Rusev and Braun Strowman.